Yo, I have no idea whether this is working or not. I'm a tech moron. Maybe somebody could text Patrice. Anyways, my name is Jerry Joesph. I'm gonna assume this is working. Thanks for tuning into Americana Highways. And looks like people are watching. So I don't usually talk in the beginning of these things, but I guess I'm talking because I'm nervous that I don't know how to turn my fucking phone on. But it looks like it's working. So I'm gonna start with this old song that I wrote a long time ago, and then around 9/11 it had this new relevance, and thinking of all our friends in New York. This is called The War of the End of the World. We're from a captain's cabin, Our Lady of Lebanon, Carnival St. Mary. So get the counselor on the phone. You see, there's been a change of strategy. Everything's gone wrong. Pulling anchors in the morning, must be moving on. And then they sailed out in the sunset. Some against their will, they sailed into the month of April. Landed in Brazil, she said, we'll stay here with the circus, the little diamond jail. Welcome to the new world. This is not a drill, no. Hey, yeah, right. This is not a drill. So they jumped under the big top, the elephant and snakes, the bearded lady and the lizard boy were tired of the wait. They go sense the battle looming, see the demons at the gate. They said if Christ is really coming, let's pray he isn't late. And then Gabriel Moroni showed up with horn in hand, said Jesus couldn't make it, but he's sure you'll understand. And he wanted you to know he appreciates your helping hand. This world of good and evil, time for you to make a stand. It was the war. At the end of the world, it was the war. End of the world. Well, they probably were not ready. They had their flags unfurled in the war at the end of the world. And then the dwarf said to the counselor, our ammo's all been used, and you better tell our lady, I think we're gonna lose. They're not taking any prisoners, kill us all before they're through. And I must admit the thought of hell giving me the blues. And St. Mary chimed in, I think I must concur that the battle's going badly. It's only getting worse, and all our holy water will never drown this curse. And I'd rather leave here running than leave here in a hearse. And the counselor said to me, hate to break it to you, son, I've been watching you for hours. You're lousy with a gun, and if it is your intention to see the rising sun, St. Man's on the money. Oh, I think you better run in. As I turned till I later said, I ain't afraid to die. Man's really sinking. We'll take it to the skies, and if I go down in fire, can't say I didn't try. And then she jumped off of the towers, tears of victory in her eyes. It was the war. At the end of the world, it was the war. At the end of the world, yeah, they fighting for the children, the little boys and girls in a war at the end of the world. last time I inquired, the war's still raging on, and the elephants and clowns are dead, and the cedar trees are gone. As for Our Lady and the counselor, I believe they had a son, and if he fulfills the prophecy, the battle will be won, and then on their day of glory, they will line up on the curbs, and the circus will parade with the faithful that have served. And Christ winks at Our Lady, said, "You got a lot of nerve. Now let's put the kids to bed, get the rest that we deserve." It was a war at the end of the world. It was the war at the end of the world. All the destitute and dying, they rallied round his word, and war at the end of the world. It was the war at the end of the world. The war at the end of the world. Well, you're gonna die for somebody, well, let it be the Lord. At the war at the end of the world. Hey, hey. All right, I have no idea how that was. Let's see what the phone says. I'm looking at my phone and I'm watching these little hearts and little comments that I can't see without my glasses anyways, which might be helpful, but I sure look smarter. So I got distracted. I don't usually play music staring at myself, and I forgot one of the verses of that song. Anyways, I have a new record that, like everybody else on earth, everything's up in the air. It's supposed to come out. Now it's supposed to come out in August on a label out of London called Decor. That's provided that there is an August and that there is a London. And the record was produced by my friend Patterson Hood from the Drive-By Truckers. The band on it is the Drive-By Truckers. And I wanted to play some songs from that. This one I wrote along, well, I guess I wrote it in this batch of songs. All the songs were written either South Africa or Marin County or my brother's house down in Baja. This is one of the Baja ones, and this is called Good. Everybody I know these days talking about end of times and fire and hurricanes, coming of intelligent design, war and rumors of war, pandemic parasites, atomic Yellowstone, blowing out all the lights, and we got 10,000 friends, no one to hold our hand, and instant knowledge that no one can understand. The ocean's gonna boil, the water's full of lead. Now there's a hellfire drone, it's aimed right at our head, and we're scared of immigrants and Nazi Jesus freaks. We're calmed by medicines till we can't even speak. You say you wanna be a good boy, I think you could. You say you're trying to be a good girl, well, be good. Our faith in everything is shaken to the core. Why follow scripture rules? What are we married for? The world is run by fools. They're evil to the core. They fuck each other down until they're raw and sore. But now we're on our own. Nobody gives a damn. Facing a rising storm. Nobody Well, I think you're good. You say you're trying to be a good girl. Well, just be good. Yeah. You be good, you be good, you be good, you be good, you be good. I told my children that they found jaguar tracks after 100 years. The jaguar's coming back, and every day they find another galaxy. And at the speed of light, there's folks like you and me. I hear the birthday song back in the holding camp. I hear the call to prayer. I see my children dance. You say you're seeking something better, baby. Well, I think you could. It's up to you now to deliver and make it good. You say you're trying to be a good boy, and I think you should. You say you're trying to be a good girl. Well, just be good. Oh. You be good, 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 you be good. Yeah, there. All right, that song was called. I guess I can't do that, huh? I can't block the thing. I'm in our basement, and we have these new floors in the basement. I didn't know that when I hit it, my thing would. So many complications about playing from home. I would bitch about the coffee, but I made it, and so there's not really anyone to bitch at. Let me see, what else am I supposed to tell world people that I can't see? If you like the music, you can, I think there's Venmo, PayPal stuff. You can go to jerryjoesph.com. Also there, our good friend Janie Wright is, my bass player Steve's wife is suffering some massive heart failure stuff, and we're running a huge GoFundMe on that you can connect to jerryjoesph.com. I think we raised like $7,000 in 2 hours or something, because we have amazing fans. And then those of you that have never heard me before, I'm a little bald man in a box. I'm on quarantine. I would love to tell you it's because I have the virus, but I think it's just my family decided I'm an asshole and that I should stay in the basement. Here's another song from the new record. This is another one of the Mexico songs, and this was kind of written. I write at my brother's house down in El Susal, Mexico. It's just a pretty crazy place. The crime's pretty radical, inter-cartel fighting, and my brother is a lovely, brave man, but he is kind of a worrywart, and he kept saying, "You gotta keep the gun on the table and while you write, and just in case they come in through the windows." I'm like, "Yeah, you're fucking mine, Michael." And he's like, "No, you gotta promise." So I did. I promised, and I wrote these weird love songs with a 44 next to the phone that I filmed myself, not unlike this. This is how I filmed myself playing songs, so I remember the words. Mostly I wrote this for my wife, Terry, and this is called Days of Heaven, and again from the new upcoming record, If There's a Future. back down on this porch, singing to myself. With my brother's 45, and I'm putting down the torch, surrender to the swell. I'm ready for the dive. These are the days, yeah, the days of heaven. Well, heaven. Picture on a screen, we hold each other close, perfect in this place. And of all things I seen, I love this thing the most. Amazing and it's great. These are the days, yeah. These are the days of heaven. Wind blows the fire across us like a prairie. Locusts gnaw and the wolves will howl as I feel your heat beneath me. Fist and claw, the blood you draw as you make my blood your own. Cinematic as we crawl across the plain of skin and bone. Nothing left but skin and bones. In a clutch of blood-kin cords, the rains of Isu's salt. A balance on the wire. And high above the roar, we're not afraid to fall. Come on, baby. Can we get it any higher? Yeah. You ask me what I say to tell you something true. The gospel spreading around, but in these heaven days, it's only about you. And it has been all the time. Yeah, yeah. These are the days. These are the days of heaven. Well, heaven. it's called Days of Heaven. I'm looking at my wife's phone, because that would be the text to tell me what the time was. Well, what is this text? Terry, your husband is such a self-absorbed fucking jerk. I can't believe that somebody actually wrote that. It actually says that a lot. Been talking about the difference between some of the songs that I would be trying to promote via Americana Highways. I need to acknowledge that in the past couple of years, when the majority of the press could give a flying fuck about me, that Americana Highways has really been supportive of me and interviewing me and being nice to me and letting me play on their awesome show. And thank you. Do you have to keep 6 feet away from a screen? I don't think so. My jokes are really lame. So we were talking about I don't know sometimes if music, how important it is, or if it's really a solve for problems. I know that in these times, the thing that freaks me out is that and I'm sure for everybody else, is that my whole thing is I thrive on human connection. Even now, when somebody's allowed to go to the store, I'm assuming they don't mean Jerry goes to the store 30 times a day so that he can actually talk to the person behind the counter or the fucking guy stacking pallets of water or whatever. And I'm pretty sure that's against the rules. But I think about things like Easter Mass coming up, and pretty sure they were doing Mass when the Nazis rolled into Paris, and this idea that we're not able to sort of connect. And I don't know, this Facebook thing, it's like porn or some kind of weird, you're not there, you're not in it. So I'm trying to learn how to feel the love. Feel that? Can you feel the love through the screen? Should I just shut up and just play the guitar? Okay. I'm gonna do an old song from a point where I was in a kind of a weird spot, and this is called Beautiful Child of God. Well, her guardian angels follow her around through moments of silence in the rough parts of town. Her guardian angels hover above and sit on her shoulder and shower with love. Now as she crosses through the darkness, she knows she's not in there alone. No, she's not in there alone. And her guardian angels live in her dreams and cloak her with comfort, keeping her clean. She used to be scared other voices. Now she knows they're just calling her home. She, beautiful child of God. And he's holding her hand. A beautiful child. He understands this beautiful child. Guardian angels all over the place. They're watching her children, keeping them safe. The jealous sun also rises, holding her hair through the night. Yeah, she's a beautiful child of God. He's holding her hand. A beautiful child. He understands. Yes, he does. Hey, 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 yeah. She's a beautiful child of God. She's a beautiful child. And up there in heaven, the angels all smile. This beautiful child. Yeah. Wrote that in like 1992. Been thinking about songs. What to play or what, you know, what the message is. Funny, I was going to come in here. I have this good friend Tom, and every day he sends me a different psalm or something. It's like Romans 12:23, and I was going to be like super prepared and have like cute little biblical quotes and maybe, you know, some Jack Cornfield insights. But I didn't really have my shit together for that. What I'm going to do is I've resisted doing this streaming thing. Not that they're not brilliant and lovely, but it's serious. Like every motherfucker on earth is doing some version of selling something, yoga, mandolin lessons, or whatever. And I'm afraid of being part of the clutter. My friend Janny getting sick motivated me to think more seriously about it. And then this invitation from Americana Highways. I know for right now, I'll be doing another one for the Alberta Rose Theatre in about a week. And I will probably be launching some version of my own Little Bald Guy in a Box, because it's a fantastic box. My friend Brad Rosen built this box, and I'm supposed to be here. I don't know how long my family quarantine is. Until someone has to go to the store. My friend Joe suggested that I do this song, and often Joe suggests that I cover like Disco Biscuits or something. He used the unfortunate word Jerry, which I think somebody else was using about Jerry Garcia's songs. I need to state here that if I hear the word again, I'm gonna quit music. And if you don't like me, that's a really great way to make me go away. It was just like Jerry. This song recorded with my good friend Stephen Drezus, who's in the Jack Mormons, and our friend Brett Mosley. Brett Mosley lives in Fremantle, New South Wales now. And we had a record, it was called Charge. One of the many records that I do that probably sold 30 copies, 40 copies. But I always thought this was a cool... does anybody give a shit on the internet if things are in tune? I always loved this song. This is... oh, someone I like wrote this. Modest Mouse. While we're on the subject, can we change the subject now? I was knocking at your door. You were always out, looking at the future. I was looking at the past. Well, we knew we had a good thing, but it wasn't built to last. Oh no, please just last. Everyone's unhappy and everyone's afraid. Well, we all just got caught looking at somebody else's pain. Well, we didn't read the circus and we didn't read the plan. Well, we knew we used the water, we just used it as a dam. Whoa, and we carried it all so well, as if we had a new position, oh, and we carried it all so well, saying yes, this is a fine promotion, oh, and we laughed all the way to hell. Over such and such and such, we made ourselves a pillow, we just used it as a crutch. And all that time uncertain, well, I'm pretty sure I am. Well, we didn't need the water, we just built that good goddamn. And I know this for myself, and I assume as much for other people. Whoa. We own all the truth ourselves, and we listen close as lives ain't going there. The sound of life's sweet bell. Was all that much to gain? Well, it looks like we had missed the boat. We already missed the plane. And out into the rain, and I'm counting on my train. But the DJ, he kept playing. We shake, 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 and whoa. I know this of ourselves. And all the time we swear we get it, whoa. And we owned all the tools ourselves. Without the skills to build a shelf, whoa. What useless tools ourselves. Help me. Horses pulled a ship out of the ocean. Could have been a vintage clipper or a yellow submarine. And the sailors always singing songs of love and devotion. And John Coltrane died in vain for a love supreme. And it seemed that we were searching for a higher education, trying to heal an alien nation from a vanish in a scene. And we slapped each other's shoulders and exclaimed congratulations. But we lost a generation, baby, never to be seen no more. Never to be seen. Hey now, baby, I can't say on Judgment Day. One thing, baby, that I have learned, with or without you, the world will turn. Never got me down, world will turn. A gold little princess, strung out again in Paris, passed out in the twilight, in the shade of the Marie. And they buried her with sealing wax in a giant scarlet coffin. And they filled it up with poetry, they're reciting to this day. Heaven knows they remember every day. Well, hey now, baby, and I can't say we'll be there on Judgment Day. The one thing, baby, that I have learned, yeah, with or without you, the world will turn. Heaven, heaven knows, and the world will turn, yeah, heaven. I don't really know what to say to screams, but a lot of times we have to show, you know, and say we love you and God loves you. And I know that for me and my family and my children, we love you, and our prayers are with you. And thanks a lot for listening. And it's funny, I think about like being in the Chemishko camp in northern Iraq, and me and Charlie talking about how lucky we are because that shit never comes our way. And here it is. And we're gonna get by. And I appreciate you guys watching. I'm Jerry Joesph. Thanks to Americana Highways and Patrice family. somewhere up in Harlem, I spied a young cowboy. I spied a young cowboy. He played me a song, yeah. So come on, sit beside me, hear my sad story. I'm a dying young cowboy. Know that I done the wrong way. Know that I done wrong. Hey now, baby, and I can't say we'll be there on Judgment Day. But one thing, baby, that I have learned, with or without you, the world will turn. One thing, baby, that I can say, we'll be there on Judgment Day. The one thing, baby, that I have learned, with or without you, the world will turn. With or without us, the world will turn. With or without you, the world will turn. Hell, you know. And the world will. And the world will. God bless each and every one of you. Wash your hands. Love you. Bye.